don't know if anyone's even on.
Probably not.
Also, that needs plugging in. Yeah. I mean, if anyone is on, welcome. Can't see anything just yet because we were woefully unprepared. Wrong way.
No, I know.
You did.
No, I just had a comment come up on my... it just disappeared.
Yeah. So...
Oh, you need to actually switch the PlayStation on for this to charge.
Of course I do. Yeah. Hello to everyone. Hope people have had a good week. This is the first week where I've spent a lot of time actually in work. I was in work for all of Wednesday and Thursday, and then for about 3 hours on Friday morning. And then I've got all of this week off, and then I should be back in work Monday. Probably not for very long again, but we'll see. Yeah, so how's everyone else doing? Is everyone else back to work yet? Yeah, we don't want sound on that.
No, but we don't actually have that much of a delay this time. Where you got 4 people watching.
4 people watching, but we've still got a bit of a delay.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's still too long.
Let us know who's in chat, who's joining in currently. I'll probably send a message to them because she's probably not. Oh, Caroline in. Oh, Caroline and Ian, welcome.
Ashley's back at work at the 3rd of August.
Okay.
Heather's not back until the end of August, isn't she?
Was it end of August or was it end of July?
I'm sure she said end of August.
I'm sure we'll get confirmed. 10th of August, there we go.
I thought it was the end of August. Oh well. Don't know why I thought the end of August.
See, isn't it good having a YouTube account so you can actually put in your names and comments on the thing now? Just saying.
Terrible. Oh, where's Madida? Madida. I need Madida. Is it behind the computer?
Oh, technically you don't need your doodah.
Yes, I do. It makes things easier.
Well, it makes things easier, but still.
It makes things easier. But leaving it on doesn't actually help the battery.
Oh, did you leave it on?
Yeah.
Look. Is there actually still any battery in it?
Very small.
Slightly.
Let's find the rest of those batteries. No, there's nothing to do with that. It is actually shining. I'm not trying to do it on my face, but the actual lens, the laser module's shifted.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Where's a knife?
No, we're not sorting that out now. You don't need the light. All you need is the clicker. Make sure it clicks.
It does click, but I don't want to go into the next slide yet. That's a surprise.
Okay.
What? Only a couple people know what the surprise is, but still it's a surprise.
And I'm glad you enjoyed the cookies there, Ashley. At least we get some feedback. I know. But the fact that I said thank you, I'm guessing those are not the cookies we've given Heather. Actually, that was a fair
I think
while
those
ago,
are gone
it?
by now. Those are Heather's cookies.
Okay. Cookies are cookies.
Heyo. Your mum's them.
I noticed. Haven't seen your mum on yet though.
Let's just make sure.
Yeah. The amusing thing is me going back to work, I was wearing a mask for 8 hours a day for Wednesday and Thursday. I was fine. I couldn't say that I couldn't breathe and had to cut a slit around my mouth and nose to enable me to breathe, like some people have been doing. Because then there's just no point wearing a mask in the first place. Yeah, Heather, are they as good as Robin's cookies? They
Yeah.
are the ones from two. How have they lasted this long? Are
They
not
didn't last
stale?
us more than 2 days.
Are they
were
not
gone.
stale by now? Blimey. So, Taylor, I thought you said you were going to give Ashley one to share with his parents. That's what you told me. Need a shave. The rest of me has reached the itchy stage. This with the sort of little beard and moustache bit, it's gone past the itchy stage and it's just sort of more soft and whatever. But the rest of me is itchy.
My mum can't get on chat.
What do you mean down the side of the sofa?
But she got a lot of people watching.
Actually, what do you mean down the side of the sofa? I hope Heather wasn't keeping the cookies down the side of the sofa, because that raises questions. I mean, are they just covered in fluff?
Yeah, looks like my mum can't get onto chat, but when you hear this, you can just send me the answers on WhatsApp.
And at the end of the day, we can probably predict your score. I'm going to say up to 15.
No, Clara's on too.
Hey, Clara. We've heard a lot about you from Heather.
I'll make some more fudge at some point then, shall I? Gives us an excuse to eat some.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because didn't you say that Heather didn't like the biltong, but she gave it to Clara and that lot, and they seemed to enjoy it?
I think so.
So yeah, we'll make the biltong. I think we're just like a grocery store at this rate, or a baker butcher's place. We make things, and people then come along and just go, "Oh, that looks nice. Can I have some?" And we end up just going, "Okay, so we've got about a fifth of what we baked. Everyone else has got it."
Although we did keep most of the biltong.
Well, yes, biltong was ours.
Need to make some more.
Yeah, we do, but that's another issue.
If anyone doesn't know what biltong is, it's like beef jerky, but it's not cooked.
Yeah, so it's literally just beef that is seasoned and dried over a period of, was it a week?
No, 3 days.
3 days, so yeah.
Have you ever had any other biltong though, Ashley?
Yeah, I got Kyle and Clara. Ooh, so many people. Yay, we're getting popular. Ha ha!
Does mean that there's going to be a surprise on the next slide that I show you. You'll see what it is when we start in a couple minutes or so.
Yeah.
I think only Heather and my mum know.
Yes, but this being Heather, she's probably said it to everyone else.
I don't know that.
Did you tell her specifically that it was a secret?
No.
Then she's probably told everyone else. I need more vodka. Right, so for those of you who...
Yeah, my mum's on. You managed to get on, I see.
So for those of you who are new to the quiz, who haven't done this before, we have 6 rounds. Each round has 5 questions. Each question is a different type of topic. So we've got picture, general knowledge, we've had history, all sorts. At the end of each round, we'll go through the scores. You can mark it up as you go through. And then at the end of it, do we have any bonus questions this time?
There's one.
1. So at the end, it'll be 36 or no,
40.
31.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, not 40. At least that was 5 hours.
6 sections, 5 questions,
And then
and 1
one
bonus.
bonus,
So
yeah.
yeah, 31.
So yeah.
So yeah, she didn't tell them.
Oh, that's good.
And Heather's saying that she can't remember what it is. But you were so excited. You sent her actually a picture of you being so excited.
I'm not sure if that was related to what you were saying or the fact that I was threatening to not give her food and then telling her I was still going to give her food.
I don't know.
I don't think that was specifically related to you.
Yeah, 1 bonus point, and we'll tell you when the bonus point is.
Yes.
So don't add on your own bonus points. It doesn't work like that.
At the end of the day, scoring is up to your own discretion. But as far as we're concerned, there's only 1 bonus point. We will tell you when the bonus point is. There are no half points.
I'll give you a hint. It's the very last question of the quiz.
Yeah, if you were here last time for the quiz, you may kind of guess what that bonus point may be. So.
Anyway, I think we need to make a start.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into the next slide, and this explains the prize. So there is a prize this time.
And we'll go through this slide very slowly.
It's not that slowly.
It's very slow.
Yes. It's not that slow.
There we go. So yeah, when you see the image of the cookies pop up, they'll pop up anywhere on the screen throughout the quiz.
Only once though, it's only going to pop up once.
Yeah. Write cookies in the chat, and then we'll randomly pick someone, and they'll win some homemade cookies.
Yeah. If you've got any allergies and you win, let me know, and then I can amend that. But I've got an app on my phone. That means I can put the names in there. I'll put it up to the camera itself, and you can see for yourself who wins. So it won't be me saying, you'll see for yourself who wins.
Yeah.
But only put cookies down once, because more than one entry won't help.
Yeah.
I'll only put it down once.
Yeah, actually, we're not saying now. We're saying when it pops up during the quiz.
Yeah, you have to wait till later. It's extremely random in the quiz. Well, not random to me. I know exactly where it is. So everyone got their pen and paper up. And we are starting with general knowledge. So we skipped this section last week and we've got it back this week. I don't think there's any fruit or veggies in the cookies. I don't think there is any fruit or veggies in any cookies.
Oh, you can get
Well, you
blueberry
get
cookies.
No.
So you can also get cookies with nuts in them.
Yeah, but I don't like nuts anyway.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's definitely no fruit or cookies in it. Yeah, don't put cookies in now, it doesn't help. No. Right, question 1. Which royal couple were most recently married? Meghan and Harry, Beatrice and Eduardo, Gabriella and Thomas, and Eugene and Brooksbank. Remember, don't put the comments in the answers in the comments. Write them on a piece of paper.
Thanks for that video, Heather. That's probably going to be playing over and over again until we're bored of it.
Yep, it did last time. I kept on replaying it over and over
really
again.
did.
No booby prize. Just a cookie prize.
Mm.
Alright, question 2. Which of these is the correct spelling? I'm not going to try and spell these all out because it's exactly the same word. So, which of these spells conscientious? See how well you do at spelling.
Is it A conscientious, B conscientious, C conscientious, or D conscientious? I can't even speak now.
So, yeah, theoretically, all of those pronounce it correctly, in a sense. Yeah, even though there's sense in it.
Sorry.
Like, sense.
Yeah, okay.
So make sure you're writing down which spelling you've chosen, because then you can correct it at the end. Right. Question 3. Which of these words would score the most in Scrabble? Is it paddle, splash, water, or aqua? Hopefully you all know more or less what each letter costs. Schools.
Yeah, cost would imply that you're buying a letter.
Is that again like that?
What, buying a letter?
Yeah.
Isn't that like Wheel of Fortune or something? I'll buy a vowel.
Maybe that's a game you could make. You buy a letter.
Okay, but how would you score the points that you'd need to buy it?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Not me, yeah.
Right, next one.
Right, question 4. Stuffing is not an ingredient in choux pastry. Rob should know this answer. Is it water, yeast, flour, or egg? So what is not in choux pastry?
Right.
That's fine.
Okay, so there's that 18 seconds difference?
20.
19.
Last week it was
Next.
15.
Next.
Last question of general knowledge. Which of the following foods, each 100 grams, are the highest in calories? So which is the highest in calories for 100 grams? Is it potato pops, cheddar cheese, carrots, or cornflakes?
So who knows their calorie counting? I mean, it's kind of obvious if you think about it. Maybe that's just me. You've never played Scrabble, Ashley? Oh, you're
We'll have to
missing
introduce
out.
you to Scrabble.
Absolutely. When are you and Heather going to come over? We'll play Scrabble and a load of other games. I dropped my egg.
You ready? No.
Yes. Go.
Right, and now we're going to move on to the answers.
So, which royal couple were most recently married? Well, it was in the news yesterday. Beatrice and Eduardo. So the couple whose marriage was delayed from the 29th of May due to all this stuff got married in secret on Friday the 17th of July, apparently at 11 a.m. So, which of these is the correct spelling of conscientious? So,
That one.
yeah. So, I mainly know this because I was taught that that conscious was conscience. So if you think about it, the spelling conscious is conscience. So if you know that, then you can work out conscientious. So conscientious is wishing to do one's work or duty really well and thoroughly, or relating to a person's conscience. Question 3, which of these score the most points in Scrabble? Well, it's aqua. So this is mainly because the Q is 10 points, and of course all the vowels are 1 point. So puddle would get you 10, splash 11, and water 8. Question 4, which of the following...
Aqua 13, by the way.
Did I not say
No,
that?
you didn't.
Sorry, yes, aqua's 13 points. So yeah, 10 points for the Q, 1 point for each of the vowels. So which of these following ingredients is not in choux pastry? Well, it was yeast. So choux actually means cabbage in French, apparently. So the origin of the recipe comes from a royal chef to the wife of the future French king Henry II, and the recipe was perfected in the mid-18th century and was used to make choux buns, which look like small cabbages. So
I need to make some more profiteroles.
So yeah, so the choux buns. Choux means cabbage in French, so cabbage buns. Doesn't that make it sound appetising? And then question 5, which of the listed foods are the highest in calories? Well, it's course cheddar cheese. So 100 grams of cheddar cheese is apparently 404 calories, Cocoa Pops 387, cornflakes 376, and 100 grams of carrots is 43 calories raw and 28 calories cooked. So, yeah, of course, the calorie value may differ depending on what brand of cheese you get, but at the end of the day, you're looking at around 404 calories.
So yeah, if you want to, that is, pop your scores up in the chat and let us know how you've done.
Scrabble buddies. Dyslexia does not prevent you from playing Scrabble, it just means your words are a lot more interesting.
Mm.
So, Heather with 5, Ashley with 5. Hey, Heather, how did you get 5 if you're dyslexic? Surely you wouldn't have got the conscientious question right. I think someone's telling fibs here.
My
Caroline
mum actually
4.
did that. Not too bad.
Oh yeah, 3. Blimey.
Was that an easy round or something, was it?
Seems like. Here's Carl with his 5 out of 5. You guessed number 3.
Your mum got 5.
Yeah. Blimey, that does seem to be an easy round. Oh, we've got to make it more difficult then. Go on then, let's see how you do on the rest of the rounds.
Yeah.
That sounded so menacing. Yeah. Come on, you think you're hard, come on.
Well, the questions are going to get steadily more difficult because I was a bit mean in a couple of the rounds, I'm afraid. Just to warn you. Right, so we've gone into round 2, which is sports.
Everyone say yay if you enjoy sports.
Because I know someone wanted sports, but I honestly can't remember who wanted it. So yeah, we got sport. Carl's parents got 40.
Oh. And up to 12 people watching. I think that's the most we've had, isn't it?
Apparently Heather cheated off Ashley. Anyway, sports. So, question 6. Who was the longest standing manager for Arsenal Football Club? So, who was manager for the longest period in one shot?
You went looking this up, I couldn't tell you who the manager was in the first place.
Is it George Allison, Rice, Arsene Wenger, or Herbert Chapman?
Pat Rice just sounds like what sushi chefs do. They pat rice to get him into the balls.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, is that not an appropriate thing to say? We're having arguments in chat as to whether or not Heather cheated off Ashley. You know you're in the same room. Have your arguments in the room, not on chat.
And yes, my hair is growing back now. I don't know what that word's supposed to mean, Livy. Patrick, don't charge it.
It's probably just because it shut down, then went into. Got attacked by. Droplets of Coke.
Okay, you've had that question for a bit too long now.
Yeah.
I was trying to get some Coke.
Can you see from the droplets of water from the Coke?
Question 7. Which snooker ball is the highest value? Is it blue, brown, pink? So which will score you the most when you sink it? Presuming you actually sink them in order, that is. But yeah. Otherwise you don't get the points. I think the other person gets the points. I haven't played snooker for years.
I mean, if you throw a snooker ball into a pond to try and sink it, then you might hit a duck.
Not that kind of sinking it.
Yeah, but at which point you could call birdie. Or is that the wrong game?
That's golf.
I want to play mini golf again.
Right. 8. Which female's singles tennis player, that's a bit of a tongue twister, has won the most French Open titles? So they're meant to be titles at the end of that to make it more sense, but yeah. So who's won the most French Open titles?
I think it's just French Open. So it's just French Opens.
Chris Everett, Steffi Graf, Suzanne Lenglen, Margaret Court, and yes, they're all women.
Well, I would hope so, considering it's which female single.
Well, the first 2 could be potential male names, so yeah.
I guess. By the way, we chose the names of females that were easy to pronounce.
Yeah.
Because
some of them weren't.
There are a few on there where it's like, how on earth do you pronounce that? Actually, I don't care who started it, I'm ending it.
Right. 9. Right, this is a bit of a mathematics question. So, what is the maximum amount of clubs which are allowed in a golf bag in the Ryder Cup? So, how many golf clubs can you have in a Ryder Cup? Ryder Cup bag multiplied by the number of pool balls which are solid in colour. Now we're talking about the UK pool, stripes and solids, because the Americans, they're just red and black, I think, or red and white. But yeah, we're talking about UK pool, so you got so many stripes, so many solids. So the amount of solid colours multiplied by an amount of golf clubs allowed in the Ryder Cup bag, and that's a
I think
really
they
bad
guess it,
tongue
just-
twister. I'm just trying to explain it before I put the answers up. 126, 66, 117, or 54. So you need to do a bit of maths.
Yeah, I think they have plenty of time to do the maths while you're trying to
Maths?
while you're trying to explain the question.
I know, but I just need to try and explain it.
I find it amusing that I'm being called Dad in the chat here, despite the fact I'm probably the youngest person in chat.
Nothing's in my Coke, it's plain, but I have had some separate vodka.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
have vodka and Coke, but it's now empty. I kind of want more.
There's not that much left.
I don't care.
You can always share it out.
You
Not
know
yet.
that- Oh. Drunk quiz host.
It's a mixture of golf and pool, so you need to figure out the difference between the two. If you've never played pool, then I don't think you've got much luck. So I'm not giving you any hints. Right, and last question of sport. In the Grand National,
Heather, you cradle snatcher.
so am I.
Well, yes, but still.
In the Grand National, which is the tallest fence? So, in other words, which is the tallest fence that the horses jump over? Is it the chair, the table, the bed, or the door?
I'll show you the door if you try jumping over any of these. Yeah, no horses allowed in this house. Curious as to why Heather said, "Why thank you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone knows that, Ashley. We're always the best.
You're not actually that far apart from each other in age.
Well, no, I'm actually older.
Mm.
Because I'm 26, so...
Yeah, and I'm 32.
Yeah. Cradle snatcher.
Complaining.
Oh, I never said I was complaining, I'm just calling you a cradle snatcher. By the way, they've had another 20 seconds worth of...
Probably. Sorry. Right, and we're going to go on to the answers.
Are we there already, are we?
Yes, we
So,
are.
who was the longest standing manager of Arsenal FC? That was Arsene Wenger. How do you pronounce that?
Wenger.
So, yeah. So he was Arsenal manager for almost 22 years between September of 1996 and May 2018. So George Allison was there for 13 years, Herbert Chapman for 9 years, and Pat Rice was Arsenal manager for 15 days. I
Go
don't
on.
think you really needed to put that.
Yes, I did, because it needs to go underneath it. Go on.
Well, I see food. How does everyone else not see food?
Go on.
So, question 7. Which snooker ball is the highest in value? That is pink. Pink, the value of 6 points. Blue 5, brown 4,
Only
and
say
green
cookies
3.
once. You're only going to get entered into it once.
Seriously, you guys?
Put it once.
Put it once or I'll just take your name out of the hat.
Go on.
So, question 8. Which female singles tennis player has won the most French Opens? It is Chris Evert. So, she's an American tennis player who's won 7 times. I've just realised my phone has autocorrected to Sheffield rather than Steffi. Instead of Steffi Graf, I've got Sheffield Graf, but okay. So, Steffi from Germany and Suzanne Lentham from France has won 6 times. And Margaret Court from Australia has won 5. Question 9. The maximum number of clubs in a golf ball times the number of pool balls which are solid colours is 126. Click.
I'm trying to do the competition.
So that's 14 clubs in a golf bag and 9 solid colours of pool balls. So that equals 126. How good is people's mental maths? or unless people have used a calculator. And then question 10, in the Grand National, what is the tallest fence? It is the chair. So the chair is 5 foot and 3 inches high, and it's preceded by a 6 foot ditch. So the horses have got to not only jump 5 foot 3 inches, but they've also got to do it from 6 feet away. Which I guess for a horse is fine, because aren't horses like 6 feet long anyway? And the length of a horse?
I don't know what the length of the horse is.
Let's probably say on. You need to get rid of the cookies if it's closed.
We'll be going on to the next one anyway. Right, I'm just entering your names quickly into the thingy. No, leave it alone. Thank you. Right, we're going to go on to the next one, and I'll sort out the names while we're on our 2.5 minute break. So this is our picture round for Name the Movie. So you need to name the movie or the series of movies where this image is from. So we don't need specifics. So it doesn't need to be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of one that's not in the quiz.
Like Star Wars, you don't need to say specifically New Hope or Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So you just need to say Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars isn't in it. But yeah. So name the movie or name the film. Same thing. So name the movie. Where is that from?
Looks animated.
Probably is.
Yeah, there was an animated version.
Yeah, no, I watched it.
Yeah. I used to have the animated version. I don't know what happened to it. Next question.
Number 12. Where's that from?
No idea. Probably next door, dog scrabbling at the fence again. All sorted?
No, not yet. Right. Name the movie.
It's not going to get any more interesting than simply name the movie.
No,
so
I'm afraid not.
see what you see. You should do a catchphrase type one. See what you see. I think the celebrity catchphrase is more amusing than the standard catchphrase.
I've just realised we've got 2 Kyles.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we've got Clara's husband and my Kyle. You're my Kyle.
Name the movie.
Everyone should know what this movie is.
And the last one of Name the Movies.
Name the movie.
Who's that menacing guy?
People seem to have scored highly on the last round as well.
Yeah, we didn't really see the scores because I was trying to put the scores and the people's names in.
What do you mean? Go back. Horses from shoulder to butt are 5'9" to 6'8". What do you mean shoulder to butt? Do you not measure from
5'9" to 6'8".
Why do you not measure from the end of the horse, like the snout, or
No, the height of a horse is done from the floor
no,
level.
not the height, the length.
Yeah, but that's not really how the length is thought of.
So it's literally basically measuring someone from shoulder to hindquarters.
Basically.
But the head.
Anyway. Come on.
So, name the movie. It is, of course, the Lord of the Rings franchise. So, Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring was released in December of 2001. Lord of the Rings is about a man who inherits a ring but decides to take it back to the manufacturer. So, second one. This is the Harry Potter series. So Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released in November of 2001 and is about an orphaned boy who chooses to go to boarding school in Scotland where he spends more time fighting than studying. And then the third one in our Name the Movies round is Stand By Me. Now, admittedly, I didn't know this one. I only know
It's a classic.
I know the story from The Simpsons. So
and sophisticated so and so.
Absolutely. So Stand By Me was released in March of 1987. This film was about a man who tells a story of when he was young and he and three of the boys go for a walk in the woods to search for their missing friend. Fourth question in this name the movie round is Shawshank Redemption. So this was released in February of 1995 and is a satirical look at the American prison system and how to survive while inside, with some helpful tips of how to escape as well. Yeah, spoon. And then what is this movie? It is Silence of the Lambs, which was released in May of 1991. A convicted psychiatrist is being used to catch a murderer. None of what I've said about here is meant to be particularly informative. I just found it more amusing to myself to make a spoof about what these films are about as opposed to actually giving you a proper synopsis. Do you want to give a proper length of the answers?
Sorry. So you're saying, which of the films you not heard of?
I'm guessing they're talking about Stand By Me.
It's a classic. I've watched it a good few times. It's by Stephen King.
People are doing very well on these quizzes. Initially, the Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter one were fairly obvious. How many films do you know that have a big golden ring as the centre of, basically the centre of the film, not including romance novels where the question of proposal is.
Anyway, the draw is all set up, but we'll do that right at the end. So I encourage you to actually finish the quiz. Well, we'll do it towards maybe before the last section. I love those films. I've watched Silence of the Lambs about 2 or 3 times and Shawshank Redemption.
I keep getting videos and pictures from Heather.
Can we have Disney movies, please? Maybe next week, Heather. Maybe next week we'll do.
I think we should have a round on horror movies because the pictures alone should scare Heather.
Right, so we have now got our 2.5 minute half time. So we've got 2.5 minutes to grab a new drink or whatever you want to do for 2.5 minutes if you got time.
Mum thanked me for us adding the shoe pastry question in.
Well, that would have been an easy answer for them.
Well, yeah.
Fish round. Actually, when's the fish round?
Well, we did say before that we were going to look at doing like an aquatic creatures round.
Yeah,
maybe not specifically fish, but anything like in the sea. That just meant to be a bridge, is it?
No, it's meant to be a bus that's kind of
Yeah, but I think people are using this as a bridge.
Probably. Yeah, these are just silly pictures, and then you got some cartoons. Did you want to grab the rest of that?
I thought we were going to do that later.
Don't know. I meant in the break.
Do you want me to actually measure it out, or?
Well, just bring it here.
Yeah, I mean like scales.
Nah.
You've given up, have you?
Yeah, for today. We are supposed to be calorie counting, but we can't be asked today.
We no. No.
We.
You, not we.
We.
Not sponsored.
We. Remember, more for me because it's my vodka. You had more beers the other day. Thank you.
It's a higher calorie and alcohol content.
Okay.
I don't know how much is actually still in this. Not sponsored by some Russian standard vodka that I cannot pronounce.
No, I can't even pronounce that either.
Anyone who does Russian language, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, but you're a bit
missed
late
that.
now. I'm not rewinding it. I miss Charlie Brown. What are you doing? No, I don't want to read Jaffa Cakes. I don't know, you can have Jaffa Cakes if you want, I don't want.
My Jaffa Cakes. What's wrong with Jaffa Cakes? Do you not like Jaffa Cakes?
I don't mind them, but I wouldn't have them that much. I find them dry. Who likes Jaffa Cakes? I don't. Anyway, we now got into the last half of our quiz.
Welcome to the not so professional quiz.
So, the first week we did
Song
song quotes. The next week we did movie quotes, and now we are doing celebrity quotes.
Is it really the first?
Your mum likes Jaffa Cakes.
Yeah, exactly. My Jaffa Cake.
So we are doing celebrity quotes this week. So hopefully you remember what celebrities have said. So these aren't movie celebrities necessarily. They are people who are famous.
Everyone seems to like Jaffa Cakes. I think you're in the minority here.
My mum hasn't said she likes it. Hopefully she doesn't. And then I'm not on my own. So, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one come to you without leaving happier. Who said that?
Ever come to you.
So, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Ha, Kyle doesn't like it. Ha. Thank you, Kyle.
Sound down, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Just for that, if you win the competition, I'll make sure there's some Jaffa Cakes in the box.
Right, question 17. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Who said that? The what?
I think Heather's been drinking.
Kyle, Yoy.
I think what she said is, Kyle, you ate raspberry Jaffa Cakes in Poland. Her thumbs just seem to be all over the place.
Question 18.
Ashley makes Jaffa Cakes. Yay, homemade Jaffa Cakes. That'd be interesting.
The greatest gory.
Your mum likes Jaffa Cakes.
Ah!
It's just you and Kyle now.
The greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall. Who said that?
Heather's had full sugar Coke. Well, at least she's at home where she can do minimal damage.
You do know there's caffeine in full sugar Coke as well as Pepsi Max, right? And chocolate. There's caffeine in chocolate. There's quite a lot of caffeine in chocolate, mind you.
Oh, so Kyle's not with you. He was just saying he didn't remember anything to do with celebrities. Who does, really? What half the time what celebrities say people don't really listen to.
Yeah, but these aren't movie celebrities.
I never said they
These
were.
are famous famous people.
Still celebrities.
You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose.
Trust me, I had no idea who any of these people were either. So if anyone is actually recognising any of these quotes, more power to you, because I got 0 out of 5 when running through this.
I've made this one more difficult than normal.
In the attempt to stop people getting near 100% from all the other rounds.
And the last one. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is in the courage to continue that counts. You said that.
So one of my favourite quotes has always been, bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome fear. I can't remember who originally said that, but it's been in a few different movies and books that I've seen, so... But it's one of my favourite things. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the ability to get over fear. What? Oh, we're on that part already, are we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so
We got to the answers.
So name the celebrity. So the first one, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Of course, Mother Teresa. I say of course, I had no clue. So Mother Teresa died in 1997 at the age of 87. Born in Macedonia, Mother Teresa left home at the age of 18 and never saw her family again after that. Yeah.
Go on, because
Okay.
they each have the things at the bottom.
So the next one is, of course, Benjamin Franklin. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. So Benjamin Franklin died in 1790 at the age of 84. Franklin spent just 2 years attending Boston Latin School and a private academy before joining the family candle and soap making business. So
I
overall,
think that as a picture, as a painting.
But overall, Benjamin Franklin only had 2 years for actual education. So, name the celeb. So, for this one, it was Nelson Mandela. The greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall. So, Nelson Mandela died in 2013 at the age of 85. He was born Rolly Halala something Mandela, and was given the name Nelson by his English teachers when he went to school in South Africa. So, next one, name the celeb. This one, with all the rhyming, it was Dr. Zeus. You have brains in your head, you have feet on your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So Dr. Seuss died in 1991 at the age of 87. His actual name is Theodore Seuss Geisel, who was an American children's author, political cartoonist, illustrator, poet, animator, screenwriter, and filmmaker. So Dr. Seuss was just a pen name, and he didn't actually have a doctorate. And finally, name the celeb. This one was Winston Churchill. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it's just the courage to continue that counts. Now, you see, when you know it's Winston Churchill, you can kind of hear him say that with his sort of quivering jowls. So, Winston Churchill died in 1965 at the age of 91. Churchill was a British statesman, army officer and writer. He was Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945, and he's also an award-winning author who has written many books on war.
Kyle's got 3. I'm actually quite impressed, Kyle.
To be honest, I think 3 is the lowest.
My mum got 1.
Blimey, which one did you get, Mum?
Yeah. They got 4.
Green eggs and ham.
Ashley got 4.
Blimey. How did you guys get 4? Blimey. Okay, well.
Even I didn't know some of these ones. I'm surprised. Hats off to you.
So you didn't change that question. So then you just had to write that in because you said you were going to change it.
That's because you put me in a strop. What do you expect?
My
My mum got the Dr. Seuss one.
See, if I'd have read it and actually realised there was a rhyme when I first read it, I might have got Dr. Seuss, but you just randomly read quotes. What do you mean cheating? Are you looking these things up, Kyle?
18 was not wrong.
What do you mean 18 was wrong? Which one was 18 again?
Nelson Mandela. I've fact checked each of these 3 times. Yeah. So our next section is what colour? So it's the same as last week. So each of these questions requires you to answer in a colour. Question 21. In Thomas the Tank Engine, what is the colour of Gordon? Is he blue, red, yellow, or green? Green.
For once we have. And this is why we say that the winner of the prize is the one out of the lucky draw, because it doesn't matter if you win the quiz.
Yeah.
You can get the lowest points and still get the cookies. Aaron.
Which colour was associated to the first permanent British Army, which was formed in 1645? So what were they called? Green, red, black, or yellow? If you know your British history, you should get this one.
What is there a picture of?
3 steam engines, Lauren.
Oh, is it steam engines? From this distance, they look like boats, steamboats.
Look at boat.
I get a steamboat from this distance. Next question.
23. Uranus is pictured to be which colour? Is it yellowy blue? Yellowy white. Sorry. Yellowy white, orange, bluey green, or greeny yellow?
So what colour is Uranus?
Seriously?
Oh, come on. How do you expect me to pass that up?
Karen, how did you survive bringing this one up?
Well, at the end of the day, most of the time when I argued with her, she knew I was right. Yeah.
Question 24. Colour is Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. So if you know Powerpuff Girls, you should know the answer. From the 90s.
Thank you, Mum.
Is it white, blue, green?
I'm glad we have some humour in chat. I think she meant that her answer was wrong, not that our answer was wrong.
I've only just seen your picture message, Heather.
No.
Right, question 25. Fill in the blank. Boston blank socks. Red, white, green, or blue? And as soon as we've done the answers to this, I will stick up the...
No, we'll do it at the very end.
No, we'll do it between them.
Why?
No, I've just chosen to do it between the 5th and 6th.
Mm.
So we'll stick up the thingy between there. Why, Heather?
Anyway, let's go on to the answers and ignore that.
Right.
So, which colour is Gordon in Thomas the Tank Engine? Well, he's blue. I have no further facts on that one because this was a last minute decision to actually go with this question.
Yeah, because you disagreed with what I put on originally.
Because it was wrong.
No,
well, it wasn't
because
wrong.
you disagreed with it.
It wasn't wrong. It was the fact that it can be interpreted in different ways.
Yes, because you disagreed with it.
Anyway, what colour is associated to the first permanent British Army? It is red. So if you've ever heard the term redcoats, this is the reason why. So the army last wore red at the Battle of Guinness in 1885.
Guinness.
Is it?
Guinness.
Is it pronounced Guinness, is it? It's just Gennis. It's not the Guinness like the drink. Anyway, so khaki was originated in India, where it has been worn since the 1850s. I can't see that.
Go away. Not you.
And then...
Yes,
what colour...
good point, Ashley.
What colour is Uranus? It is a bluey-green colour. So
Is it now?
yes, it is. I'm saying Uranus is blue-green colour. I'm not saying my anus is.
Go on.
I've said the answer. Maybe you just put it up.
Sorry.
So it's a bluey-green colour. So this colour results from the absorption of red light by methane gas in Uranus's deep, cold, and remarkably clear atmosphere. It reflects the blue light.
Yes, we find anything funny, Mum.
At the end of the day, all I get from this is Uranus is filled with methane. See, every time I read the word Uranus, all I think of is that thing in the fifth Harry Potter book where Ron comes out of the space area of the Ministry of Magic, and she goes, Harry, we saw Uranus up close.
Carry on, would ya?
Anyway, next question. So what colour is Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls? She is pink. So, released in 1998, Blossom is the main protagonist in the animated television series, along with her sisters Bubbles and Buttercup. The show was originally supposed to be called Whoop-Ass Girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So apparently instead of being doused with Chemical X, which is in the Powerpuff Girls series, they were meant to open a can of whoop-ass or something.
Oh, nice one.
And then the final one of this round is fill in the blank. It is Boston Red Sox. So Boston Red Sox are a baseball team from Boston, Massachusetts, and they play at Fenway Park since 1912.
Right. Before we go on to round 4, we're going to do between 5 and 6. We're going to do one more section, and then we'll do the draw. I forgot where we were. What? Anyway,
I did say.
no, we're on round 6.
Yeah.
No, round 4. I need to change the title of that one.
Again.
It should be round 5 answers, not round 4.
Oh well.
Anyway,
So Mum got 3, mine 4, Caroline 5, Kyle 5. Carl's parents 5, Ash 2, Heather 2. Okay, so
It's not hard.
again, I think this has been a fairly easy quiz this week. I think we need to make it harder. We don't.
Trying to auto-rotate it, but it's not working. Right, so we're going to do the spin the wheel for the quiz prize. So I'm just going to hold it there until I can see it on the YouTube. So I can actually make sure that we can see who wins.
See it on the YouTube.
See it on the YouTube, yes.
It's like you're an old person. See it on the Google.
Move up slightly.
So, you know,
I'm just trying to make sure that you can all see the names on it.
everyone who wrote cookies in the chat is on that list now. And as you see, it's a roulette
You're all
wheel.
in there 3 times, basically. And when I push spin, whoever lands on... No, it needs to go down now. I must have moved. Whoever wins will win some of my chocolate chip cookies. So we're going to spin. So whoever it lands on will get it to you somehow. I've got no idea how it lands on until I see it on the YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yep, I'm waiting until YouTube says it.
You don't need to say the in front of it. It's just YouTube.
I know I can probably see it by now, but hey.
Round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Is that pink?
Is it Clara or
I think
Kyle?
that's a blue.
I think it was Kyle.
Okay, where are we at?
Yeah, Kyle Carlos.
Ah,
Well done. No doubt you're going to end up splitting it between 4 of you.
at the end of the day, let us know if you do have any allergies or health concerns with regard to cookies, because our cookies are milk chocolate, white chocolate, and Smarties in there. So do let us know if you have any allergies.
Yeah, fair enough.
Makes sense.
Guess we'll be cooking tomorrow then, won't we?
Yes.
And guess we'll be having some too. Anyway. Yes, it's you, Kyle. Right, last section of the quiz. Running slightly over. What reptile is this? So this last section is a complete mismatch of different types of question setups.
Stick its tongue out at you. Food allergies, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably pass them through Heather, unless you don't trust them to not help themselves to some of the cookies, in which case we could always take them straight to you if you really want us to. Depends how much you trust Heather and Ashley to not help themselves.
Anyway, question 27. What famous coffee brand started in Switzerland in 1938?
I'm intrigued the numbers on that seem so much smaller than the rest of the text.
The numbers always are smaller on that particular text. I don't know why.
Just seems weird. I don't know where Tamworth is.
Mm-mm.
Where's Tamworth?
Question 28. Name the song. I don't need no needle to be giving me a thrill, and I don't need no anesthesia or a nurse to bring a pill.
It's a weird word. Click. It's a weird word, anesthesia. It doesn't look right spelling it.
Mm.
It's up there. So, just north of Birmingham then.
So Heather, you said you sing them on
That was a
Tuesday.
quick backpedal. Is that in the UK? Well, yeah.
Question 29. Which of these Monopoly locations, original Monopoly locations, is light blue? Whitehall, Bow Street, Euston Road, or Old Kent Road?
I mean, you're leaving. Padlock them closed. What do you think we're transporting them in?
I suppose we could send them in the mail, but then we wouldn't trust them to not crush them, would we?
Well, yeah, not to arrive in one piece. Initially, we could probably put them in like a Tupperware, and then it would more likely arrive there in one piece. But depends how they're due from being chucked from one van to another. Anyway,
Right. John, name the instrument.
luck.
Yeah, I'm saying good luck. So if you know your instruments, well done. I didn't know what this thing was called. And it's a doozy of a question as well, so I'm really sorry about that one too.
Doozy of a question.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Well, I know, but it's the fact that you're saying it's a doozy. You're American.
I'm not American. I would say the F word, but I say fudge off instead.
And final bit.
The bonus question. Take the first letter of each of your answers for the last 5 questions. What 5-letter country does this anagram make? So you want to take your last 5 answers, work out what the first letter of each of the answers is, and work out what country I'm thinking of.
Yeah, if you shuffle up the first letter of each of the answers, what country does it make? Okay, on to the answers. So, what reptile is this? It is an iguana.
Sorry.
Did you skip ahead, did you?
Yes, I did.
Let me read my
Sorry.
interesting facts. It's the best thing I do.
Sorry, I pushed twice.
Iguanas can grow up to 6 feet, and half of their body length is due to their tail. Apparently they can detach their tails and grow them back if they're attacked. Didn't realise that was iguanas. Yeah. So which famous coffee brand started in Switzerland in 1938? It is Nescafé. So the name is a combination of Nestle, which is their parent company, and Café. So Nestle Café, Nescafé. Apparently 5,500 cups of Nescafé are drunk per second across the world. Name the song. Well, whether you name the song or name the artist, you'd have got the same first letter. It is Bad Medicine by Bon Jovi, in a click. So this song was released in 1988, and it is a song comparing a love affair to a drug addiction. The penultimate question, which Monopoly location is light blue? That is Euston Road.
Not the penultimate question. The next one's not penultimate.
Wow.
The bonus.
Even the bonus is a bonus, so it's not really...
It's still classed as a final question.
Anyway, so Euston Road is light blue, and the light blue set is actually one of my favourite ones to get in Monopoly, because they're cheap to buy, cheap to build up.
Yeah, you end up going for that and the green ones, the pink ones.
Yeah, because they're cheap to buy, cheap to build up, and once you actually get them to like 4 houses or hotel sort of stage, it can really do a fair bit of damage. So, name the instrument. I thought you didn't want any Jaffa cakes.
I want to try one.
Would you try one? You know what they are.
Yeah, no, I want one.
So name the instrument. It is a nickel harper, or at least that's how I believe it's pronounced.
We
So-
have no idea.
Apparently it's a traditional Swedish musical instrument. So it's a string instrument or chordophone. The keys are attached to the tangents, which, when a key is depressed, serve as frets to change the pitch of a string. To be honest, as I'm not a music person, half of that didn't make sense to me. And then final for the bonus, the anagram was Benin. So Benin is a country in West Africa between Nigeria and Ghana. There.
So pop up your answers for the last 5, well 6,
Yeah, and
and
then
then pop up your answers overall and see how we've done.
Yeah. out
in
of
total.
31. So 2 for your mum, 1 for Caroline, 3 for my mum. Well, I know my mum would have got bad medicine and probably the iguana one at any rate. I'm curious, did anyone actually know the name of that musical instrument?
Yeah, I'd be interested too.
Yeah,
If anyone does, pop it in the comment.
yeah, let us know. Heather, have you got 5 or 4, or are you just going to start counting down?
My mum's just got 15 in total.
Ha! I predicted it! I said your mum would get 15 and she did.
Caroline's got 20.
Well done, Caroline. Well, Caroline and Andy. So, did anyone know the name of that instrument?
21 for Ashley. 24 for Kyle. 17 for your mum.
19.
19, sorry. 21 for Heather.
Looks like a sitar. Yeah.
17 for Kyle that time. Normally goes above
No,
20.
17 for his parents. 24 was his.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. 21 for Heather, so yeah. So yeah. So I think technically Carl still won, but narrowly, because Heather's got 21 there. Ashley's got 21. To be honest, given the amount of points people were getting each round, I was expecting a lot higher scores, to be honest.
I think
Carl's got
potentially
19.
the quotes section kind of bombed people out.
Yeah, so there's the quotes. I mean, this one people don't seem to have done quite as well. Or
So yeah,
majority of people.
what topics would you like next week?
Well, Ashley said it
Name your
wasn't.
topics and tell me what you would like, and we'll try and add them in.
So Ashley said fish. I'll note them down this time so we know who said what.
So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this one.
Seems to have been a bit easier. What is that?
It's a mouse. What do you
The
think? Of it?
Rastafarian mouse.
No, it's not. It's just a mouse.
Okay. Where on earth did you get that from? What was the paint swipe?
I changed it. I like changing
I like the
things.
paint swipe.
I changed it.
Rasta mouse.
So Kyle Disney, Heather Disney. Oh, so Heather, you quite enjoyed the photo Guess the Movie, did you? Cookies, science and nature, dog breeds.
I don't know. What? Did you say cookies?
No.
Oh, cooking. I thought you said
Kyle wants
cookies.
Lego.
Lego?
Mm-hmm. Kyle wants
How do you
Lego.
have a round on Lego?
I have no idea. Oh,
Oh, you're just taking a picture of it.
yeah.
Fair enough. I guess that makes it easier.
Different types of biscuits.
Dog breeds. So Clara wants dog breeds.
Mum, why do you want nursery rhymes? What's the number bond to 10?
What?
Number bond to 10. Please explain.
And also Icelandic sagas.
Yeah, explain.
Intriguing.
If you explain, then we might be able to put it in. If you don't, then no
types.
chance.
Different types of biscuits, Lego sets, or
Types of
types of
bricks.
bricks.
I just know mortar bricks.
Sorry? You just know mortar bricks.
Yeah, mortar.
Mortar.
Whatever you want to pronounce.
It's the fact that it's like you're trying to say Mordor, but with a bit of a lisp.
I'm not saying Mordor.
Yeah, I do hope everyone's enjoyed this. We'll try and do this more often. And we're not actually up to 10 subscribers, so I'm not sure if we can give away the
The
cookies.
thing is, we were up to 10. Someone unsubscribed.
Oh, well, as we're not up to 10 subscribers, I'm afraid we can't give out cookies.
Yes, we can. We've already put it on. So yeah, we'll pop the cookies across to Heather on Monday, and we trust Heather to get them to Kyle.
Yes. We may leave a note saying how many were in the box when given, just so you can make sure. But
Heather, you can have some of them because we'll leave you a decent amount.
taste challenge. Every player gets a box on the doorstep, and we have to identify the food. While I like the idea of that,
I don't trust it.
No, I don't think that's something you can really do over stream like this. I think that's more of something you'd be able to do.
Can you explain on numbers?
So I'm guessing it's numbers that make up to 10.
But how does that make a decent question?
I don't know, but because you could do the whole thing of guess the food or whatever, but it's more the thing that you need to be in the same room as a person. So blindfold a person, like you have loads of different varieties of something, and you have to guess what the flavour is. So whether it's like different flavours of jelly or something, and you give someone a taster and they have to guess what flavour it is. You can do that sort of thing, but that's more something you do in the presence of the person. This sort of thing wouldn't work.
Yeah, I think.
Hang on, sorry. Okay, you lost me at the word however. YouTube does not have enough characters to describe Icelandic sagas. Get that, fine.
I don't understand
However,
ours, but
dead seals popping out of the floorboards. What?
you do realise, Mum, that 4 plus something equals 10 is an extremely easy question.
Yeah, but this is your mum. She needs it easy.
What about this? 4 minus
Okay.
minus 6. What does that equal?
So Heather's suggestion of describing the food and having to guess what we're eating, sort of thing. I guess that could work if you do a very sort of broad description of the food. I don't know. We'd have to think about that one, Heather. I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, and it's an interesting concept. But we'd have to think about how that works without just giving it away or making it too obscure. Personally, I prefer the idea of just having a group of people in the room and just one by one you blindfold them and see whether or not they can guess the flavour of whatever you put in their mouth. I knew you were going to start smirking.
I can't help it. Anyway, we're going to end there. So we've got another quiz next Saturday, and we will continue until we get bored.
No, we're going to just keep... Well, okay. Yeah, we'll continue to the point where we feel we've exhausted it. But
Which is going to be a long time, I think.
I think so.
Guess the body part.
Yeah, actually, I've heard some of the things that Heather has told us regarding anything in that description, and I think not. Just, because YouTube is a bit of a family-friendly sort of thing.
Well, this is classed as being not suitable under 18, so...
I know, but there's still a case of if there's anything that could be construed as like nudity or whatever, the stuff would get taken down.
There's no nudity in this, is there?
Not in this currently,
Apart-
but if we
apart
do
from the
body
naked
parts...
heads. Yeah, but we can describe the body parts.
Well, it says guess the body part, which to me implied more like a image of something.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to say goodbye. and hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Do share it to your friends and subscribe if you haven't, because then you'll see whenever we go live.
Yeah.
Because ideally we want to get to 10 subscribers. We were at 10, but someone unsubscribed.
Come on, subscribe. We'll be here every Saturday at 8 o'clock. Bit of fun, bit of laugh.
And from this Saturday onwards, you will get a prize, like we did today. So,
Depends how clean the finger or toenail is.
anyway, we shall see everyone next Saturday.
Yeah.
See you later. And nice ear zoops.
Yeah. No more questions on the pillar of Uranus.